Yeah, listening to the whole episode of with Ziv on ATC, I learned a lot about your deck's original design and everything. But
the design is, I mean, honestly, like this deck bears, I would argue it bears more resemblance to Reset High Tide than the deck that he was playing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I actually sort of modeled it after. I'm thinking. This is not a good hand. I put a mulligan this. All right, I'm gonna keep, but it's probably a mistake.
Okay. Cut. Here we go again.
All right.
2, 4, 6, 7. Please be better. That's not that much better. Put that back. All right. Mountain, and go ahead.
All right. The dreaded Mountain Go.
And not as good as that Mountain Lackey Go.
I can see why people are all about the Mountain Lackey draw, but what am I worried about here? All right, I'm going to play a Temple. Go ahead.
What's the Temple do? Is that the one you can sack for 2 blue?
Correct. Tap for 1, sack for 2 blue.
All right. Drop for turn. Wasteland.
Yep.
Waste your land.
What a waste.
Yep. And go ahead.
Well, let's play another one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Lackey.
There he is.
Mountain. Yep. Go ahead.
Play a strand. Fetch. First blood.
Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So is the land sack or tap and then sack, or is it just straight sack?
No, it is tap and then sack. It does not both produce blue mana and then sack for 2 blue. That would be ridiculous.
I was thinking like Rashad and Port, I could tap it ahead of time.
Yeah. How many cards you got in hand now? 5?
4.
4, okay.
That whole mulligan thing, you know.
Yeah. Right.
All right, you got an island.
All right. I'm going to play Lotus Petal, retaining priority, and attempt Arcane Denial of the Lotus Petal.
What's Arcane Denial do?
It's going to draw 3 if this resolves. So counter target spell. That spell's controller may draw up to 2 cards at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. Since I'm both the recipient and the giver, I'm going to draw 1 for casting and then 2 up to 2 for having my spell countered.
So at your next upkeep, you'll draw 3, or is it
Yeah.
2 now and 1 later?
It's sort of
at my
old
upkeep, you'll
school
draw
license
3.
box slow trips.
All right, so my upkeep, you draw 3.
Correct.
Okay. I got nothing.
Okay.
All those red counter spells.
I will. Oh, whoops. I will pass the turn. I will draw 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Draw. Land for turn. Cycle Gem Palm Incinerator with no target.
Okay.
Draw a card.
What does Gale Palm Incinerator do?
Gem Palm does X damage target to a target creature equal to the number of goblins I control, and then draw a card. So if you had Stifle, you could stifle one of the 2 abilities, but not both. But it says I may do damage.
You made it, so you're not obligated to kill your lackey.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Goblins are crazy, but not that crazy, right? So we attack with the lackey.
I have no blocks.
Okay. I will ability bring War Chief into play.
Okay, I go to 18. Goblin War Chief gives goblins haste.
Yep, and all goblin spells that I control cost 1 colorless less to cast. So I'll tap a mountain and play Pile Driver.
Okay.
And say go.
You have how many cards in hand?
2 cards in hand.
Let me think here. You've got 1.
If I play nothing else, it's 9 damage on the board.
9 damage on the board. If you play another, and lackey triggers on damage, right? It doesn't trigger on attacking.
Yeah, this triggers on damage. This triggers on attacking. So when he attacks, he gets +2/+0 for each other attacking goblin.
So if you were to put another Pile Driver into play, then you would have
2, 4, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage for just the Pile Driver.
Oh shit!
Goblins go crazy real fast.
Well, I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw card for turn.
Yep.
I just don't know. What am I supposed to do here? I'm going to cast Sleight of Hand.
Is that draw 3, discard?
Oh, I wish. No, it's look at the top. It's like there's terrible cantrip abilities in this format. I mean, look at the top 2 and put 1 on the bottom.
Look at the top 4 and put 1 on the bottom?
No, 2. Just 2. Just 2.
Oh, geez. I was like, what the? So I didn't think it was that good. All right, yeah.
You keep upgrading my spells. All right.
So when I came back to Magic, they had all these crazy spells. I'm like, that does what now?
this. That play Lotus Petal.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb.
What is that? Ancient
Take 2
Tomb?
damage. Go to 16. 5 mana, 2 of which are colorless. Play Dream Halls.
Okay.
So I'm at Storm. 1, 2, 3.
Grr. Okay.
Gonna play Accumulated Knowledge, discard, or play Rich of Knowledge, discarding Accumulated Knowledge. Goes to 4.
And Rush Knowledge is draw how many?
5. It's draw equal to the highest converted mana cost amongst permanents I control, which is 5.
Which is Dream Halls. 5. Gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Meditate, discarding Portent. Go to 5
Okay.
from 5.
Meditate draws how many?
2, 3. Draws 4.
Yep. I guess theoretically there's a way for you to fizzle out, but I don't know how.
I mean, I can fizzle out, but I mean, you're full of blanks, right? Let me see here.
I mean, I can't do anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let everyone play since we're live.
Good night.
So let's figure out how I like to not.
You got some blanks because I guess the lands are blanks. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, the lands are blanks.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about that.
A debate with Anaki about whether I should be playing fetch land or not, whether it was worth the cost for just the deck thinning. I'm still not sure of the right answer. So I think at this point I will play Meditate, discarding Sleight of Hand.
Okay.
6. So you're going to get all the turns. I'm officially dead if I pass the turn.
Oh, is that what that says?
Oh yeah. So Meditate, skip your next turn, draw 4 cards. So it's a lot better if I don't have a next turn.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll just show you then. I've got Pile Driver and I can bring Gem Palm in. So you're right. You're definitely dead next turn.
Oh, I'm for sure dead.
All right.
So I'm going to play in here. I think at this point I'm supposed to cast Intuition, discarding Impulse. Storm 7.
Mm-hmm.
I will get Accumulated Knowledge.
Accumulate knowledge.
Accumulate Knowledge. Nope, I don't have that many. But I will also get.
Are you only playing 3 accumulated knowledge?
No, I'm playing 4, but I cast 1.
Oh, okay. I thought you had 1 in your graveyard. All right.
So I will cast. I'll just get a.
Do I choose with Impulse what you get and what goes to the grave?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a Dream Pulse, also known as a blue card. So
Right. Something for you.
You're gonna give me Dream Hall, and I'm gonna put the.
I give you Dream Hall when you pitch the accumulated knowledge because you don't have any more accumulated knowledges, so it's not going to benefit.
The whole point here was just to upgrade my my accumulated knowledge.
Do you have 1 in hand?
Yeah, I have 1 in hand.
Oh crap! I mean, yeah, that's still the right play. So you cast your accumulated knowledge, you draw 4.
Yeah. So these go here, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to cast the Meditate. Oh, sorry, with the Dream Halls, and goes to Storm 8.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Another opportunity. opportunity. I'll play one of the opportunities, discarding Dream Halls, Storm 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play Lotus Petal and Lotus Petal for Storm 10 and 11.
Yeah. That's 3 of 4.
I will. I think I'll just. No, let's do it this way. I will play Accumulated Knowledge, discarding Arcane Denial, Storm 12.
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped a card. The card that I dropped was Sluvenite Temple. I think I'm supposed to just shuffle my library, though.
That's fine. The card on your right above your hand, is that the one that you've cast, correct?
Yeah, that's on the. Oh, and this one I think is in the graveyard.
Yeah. Accumulated Knowledge you just cast. Okay.
Accumulated Knowledge I just cast. These are the 4 cards that I drew. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I'll play.
That's terrible for me.
Rush of Knowledge. Discarding 13.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's good.
How many blue cards do you have?
How many blue cards do I have? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So that's 5 more damage. You're almost there.
Yeah. I'm gonna play Cunning Wish.
The correct answer
just
was all the blue cards. He has all the blue cards.
Yeah, right.
All of them.
I'll take the red pill, please.
Can we get the Brain Freeze?
Yeah.
I'll cast Brain Freeze, sack for Brain Freeze, and then I will cast Opportunity targeting you.
Okay, hold on. Brain Freeze does what again?
So I'm doing 14 plus 15 is 29 times 3 cards is what you're drawing.
29 times 3. Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm not drawing. I'm milling you for that many cards.
You're milling me for that many, therefore I'm dead. Yes.
And then I'm going to cast Opportunity targeting you.
Yep, gotcha. So I have nothing left to. Well, if you run out of cards to mill, doesn't that automatically win you the game anyway?
Nope. You don't lose the game with 0 cards in your. It's only when you attempt to draw a card and
attempt to draw and you can't draw. Okay.
It's when you play Battle of Wits. You only milled me for 97 or 87. I still have many to go.
Where's my? Gosh, what was that other? There's a card in Mirrodin that came out where you when you draw a card, you draw from your opponent's deck.
Shared Fate.
Is it shared? That was it. Yeah. And then there's
favorite cards.
That and then Leveler, which was switched to X, I think, or something silly.
I don't know Leveler.
There's a combo with that. Yeah. I don't think it really matters me putting anything in at this point.
I was thinking I should call this the Matrix match because it's either I take the red pill or the blue pill. Either way, they're fast acting.
Well, I mean, I would submit we're both playing combo decks.
Yeah. Ones with creatures.
As a Goblin player at heart for years, I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm playing an aggressive creature deck.
I hear you. But you get why I say Goblins is a combo deck.
Oh no, I get it. I 100% understand. 110% understand.
I think it's one of the most elegant combo decks ever created. Like the most synergy I think of any collection of cards.
Sure. I don't.
Either way,
the card that got me to this point, Hearth Charm. Yeah, and I'm like, they do nothing against you. Naturalize is pointless because you're going to play Dream Halls when you can combo. You're not going to wait until, oh, let me play Dream Halls and wait a turn. And this is the month I didn't put Pyroblast in my sideboard.
Pyroblast is slack. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm looking at my sideboard, and I'm like, I've got these blasts, but I'm not even sure that they're better than the cards I'm cutting.
I don't know. I mean, it might get you another turn.
Yep.
That's what makes the difference. I'll go first again.
Yeah, that seems right.
I think I'll mulligan to a Lackey Siege Gang. Let's see what happens, folks.
Watching this match makes me want to put in Arcane Labs in my sideboard for the month. I'm like, one turn, one spell a turn. I think if I did that, I'd be more scared of Goblins still, though, just because Lackey gets power drivers. Power drivers suck, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's like, if you swing, I'm like, I'm like, he hasn't got it. He's got to have a Lotus. Oh, there's a Lotus Petal and an Ancient Tomb.
Had you ever had anybody do the Arcane Denial trick on you? It's like, I'm guessing that Arcane Denial trick is new to you. That one's that's a crazy.
Oh, Arcane Denial on spell.
The slow trip into a Ancestral Recall. Yeah, it's like pitch two.
It's like a build your own thirst for knowledge.
Yeah.
Gee.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I got my small stack over here for next month, and I've got 3 Pyroblasts for the sideboard. So I got sideboard cards that I never boarded in against anybody. I'm like, okay, put these away.
Red Elemental Blast and Blue are in 4th edition, right? I think. I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Are they only in Revised?
I don't think were they printed after Revised?
I was trying to remember. Maybe somebody will answer.
Yeah, I have issues with that.
The board states very.
Sorry, I'm taking out my last card. All right, maybe let's do this.
Red Elemental Blast, blue. Oh, blue is in 4th, so I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's better, Red Elemental Blast or?
It's.
I guess Red Elemental Blast would be better than Pyroblast.
The general concept is if you mix them and someone Cabal therapies you, you're not as screwed because they can't.
Oh, I gotcha. Right.
Pyroblast is much harder to misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
But for obvious reasons, I'm playing Hydroblast and not Red Elemental Blast as a storm counter.
Mm-hmm.
Since Hydroblast and Pyroblast can be cast without a target.
Yep.
Or rather.
Oh, I gotcha.
You can cast it on your land.
Yeah, you just need a target.
I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, which one you run as far as Pyroblast or Red Elemental Blast. 2-in-1 or something, I guess. But 9 times out of 10, you're playing against a blue. There are a lot of blue blacks where they're going to try and name Blast.
There's plenty of blue black decks out there.
The gold cycle.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what blue black runs.
There's the new zombie Dreadnought decks.
Investigation.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, black.
They certainly.
I don't know.
Any deck with blue can run Blacksmith sideboard. Like, you know, it just depends on what it wants to do, but that's like a perfectly reasonable choice.
Sure. Well, it's like an old school. I run all the duels when I'm playing mono red just so I can splash for random whateverness, you know.
Blood Moon, no.
But my deck is 99% red. Like, play goblins and splash power.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, someone's not going to bring in Blood Moon against you.
Yeah.
Blood Moon basically so I can't play 3 cards. Okay.
Yeah. Or 4.
All right.
All right. Hey, best of luck.
Good luck, guys. 2,
4, 6, 7. Come on, super combo deck. I mean, it's good, but is it good enough to... Come on. I gotta keep it.
Okay.
All right. Mountain.
Oh, sorry. Wait a second. I haven't looked at my hand yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Sorry. I have lands and I have spells, and you may proceed.
Okay. Mountain like you go.
Yup. Wow. First blood.
Yay.
Doing your job for you.
Yay.
19.
Did you go off on turn 3?
I did. I had a very slack hand, and I drew well off the Arcane Denial.
Yeah, I don't think I ever even saw you play. I mean, I glanced at your deck list, but I just watched the match you played against Jesse. I don't think I ever saw you play Ancient Tomb. Like that's brilliant.
I have the old mix between 3 tombs, 2 traders, and it's possible I should just be playing 4 tombs because sometimes the traders are awkward, but also sometimes my life is, it's just one of those, just try to mix it up so that I don't get pinned under any particular liability. But
sure. Well, it's like I was having a hung back and forth between Wastelands and Ports. I've got 2 of each in here.
Yeah, that's
and next month I'm just going 4 wastes straight up.
Yeah, I don't know which one is better, honestly, in your deck. They're both pretty good.
Right. The only thing is with Port, it just ties up another mana to be used when I
yeah. If your deck is mana tight, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play Sleight of Hand.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Draw. Attack with Lackey.
No blocks.
Okay. Damage dealt. We go to 18. Lackey trigger or Chief.
Yep. This is feeling very familiar.
Mountain.
Yep.
Pile driver. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Shit. All right. This is that draw.
Right.
2 cards in hand.
2 cards in hand.
Placidia Traders and pass the turn.
Forest Fanatic.
Yep.
Swing.
How much are you dealing?
2, 4, 6, 8, 18, 19, 23. Or, sorry, 22.
You got it.
I top decked that second friggin' pile driver. Good night.
Well, there you go.
I'll take it. All right, game 3.
Game 3. Man. Whew. Blistering.
Man. I didn't think I'd win a single game against you, so
Am I
I
supposed
got
to
that.
bring in Stifle? I mean,
happy.
turn 3 is awesome.
Right. Well, did you go off turn 3 both times against Jesse? Or was it turn 3 and turn 4?
No, I could have gone off turn 3 if I wanted to expose myself to his potential blast, and I chose to not, and he played Pillar, and then I was able to play through the Pillar.
Yeah.
And it turned out that he did, in fact, have the blast in hand, but he couldn't do both blast and Pillar, so it was like, does he just sit on the blast? And the answer is no, because if he does that, then I think I would have been able to build up protection for the 1 blast.
Sure.
That was sort of like the line I was taking to give myself counter magic backup.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I think he played it. I think he played it right, but
right.
But I mean, I'm not super familiar with how that plays out, so I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
Just a minute. Do things change at all for me in this period?
I think there's been only 2 matches all month where I went 2-0. I've gone to 3 games every single time. Oh, man. So go back to the first game. Wasting your land, I think, is the right move to do there.
Oh, 100%.
In hopes that I would draw a lackey sooner, but I never did.
Well, and also just like, again, that can just kill me. On some of my draws, I don't have an extra. I'm playing such a tight mana base that
Sure.
I'm really vulnerable to Wasteland.
How many sources are you playing?
I'm playing 8. I'm 22, counting 4 left spells.
Okay.
So it's not like egregious, but
No.
It's.
I got 23 in here, and people are like, "Oh, you need to be playing 24 or 25," and I'm like, I think I'm good. But then I also see people trying to play 4 ports and 4 wastes, and I'm like, you got some double reds in there. You're taking away a lot of slots.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a pile.
Sure. What your playmat? What set's that from?
This is the Shadowmoor pre-release.
I think that was when I left Magic.
One of those,
Was that the Lorwyn block or not?
Yeah, Lorwyn block. That's right.
Okay, I finished out Lorwyn block, and then I didn't play again until right before Ixalan. So I missed a large chunk of stuff.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I never really went away. I guess I kind of stopped playing when I went to law school, and actually I missed a good chunk of Premodern. because I stopped. I graduated from college in 1999 and basically didn't play during law school, and then but didn't like sell out or anything, just like didn't
Sure.
have time. And then when I moved to San Francisco and got settled in, I started playing again in like 2005. So I missed kind of like the second half of Premodern.
Okay. Yeah, I played like Ice Age 4th through the end of Lorem Block, left, and then came back right after Ixalan. When I left, I sold quite a bit. I kept a couple binders. I kept my goblins and whatever else that I had, like decks I had built at the time. So I think I had a couple 5-rows and a couple binders. And when I came back, I had a stupid amount of Ensnaring Bridges from Stronghold just because I loved that card so much. I had like 50 copies.
Oh, God.
And like they were in the dollar bin, the dollar rare bin. And you're like, oh, okay, great, fine. I picked a ton of them.
Yeah.
And then go come back and they're like $60 a pop. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Nice.
So
very cool.
My stock's appreciated.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will play.
All right. I'll play second. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Good luck.
Best luck. It's been a good match either way.
Those are 7 cards.
I don't think that's going to work. That hits, that drops. Does that net me? 1, 2, 5, 6, or and I'm going to draw.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm doing math in my head. I don't think this is a keeper. No, maybe. All right, I'm going to keep it. Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a picture here real quick of my my hand just for see if I screwed myself.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to keep this.
All right. All right, lead us off, sir.
This could be a bad keep, though. All right, Temple, go.
Draw. Foothills. Sack Foothills.
Yep.
19.
Yep.
Mountain.
Yep.
Lackey.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Play sleight of hand.
Okay.
Play a scary.
What's that one?
So this, it's hard to explain.
Is that from Arcadian Masks?
Yeah, masks. So it's
so remove a counter, add 2 blue.
Yeah,
when the counter's gone to go away.
Remove a counter, add 2 blue, and when it has 0 counters, it dies.
Right. Oh gosh.
What?
No, it's like Sandstone Nettle, but for blue.
Yeah.
Crap. All right.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know. All right, draw for turn. Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I? Gosh, I don't know which one to get rid of.
I'm honestly not sure.
I don't know either. It's like you use it twice, it's gone, but you get 4 mana instead of.
I'm not gonna coach you.
I'm gonna get rid of the one that you can sack for 2 blue.
The temple?
That one.
Okay.
Yep. I think that's right.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Gosh, I don't know.
Yep.
Attack with Lackey.
No blocks. 19.
Okay. Lackey trigger. Ringleader. So reveal the top 4, all goblins in my hand. We have Ringleader. Not a goblin, not a goblin, not a goblin.
Oh. So what is Ringleader, a 1/1?
Ringleader's a 2/2 with haste, but he's not going to do anything.
Okay.
And there's a cat. Come on.
Nice.
Right. And then we're going to play a second Lackey.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw.
Man.
Play a land.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. Draw. Foothills. Sack Foothills.
Yep.
Go to 18.
Yep.
Mountain.
Yep.
Attack.
No blocks.
All right, so 4 damage.
I got 15.
Take it to 15. First Lackey trigger.
Yep.
Ringleader.
Yep.
Ringleader. Matron. Sharpshooter.
There you go.
I'll leave these down here so you can see them.
Right.
Gosh. Second trigger. What do I put in play, folks? Second trigger, we put in a War Chief.
Yep.
And then I'll pay 2.
Mm-hmm.
Play a Matron.
Yep.
Get. Where are you? Get a pile driver.
Yep.
And I will be done. Because I'm all tapped out.
All right, and stop. I'm going to cast a Community Knowledge.
Okay. You don't have any in your graveyard, right?
No.
All right, so
Yeah,
draw
just draw
1.
All right, untap. Do I have any outs here? It's looking really good for the hero on your end. I'm gonna play City of Traders.
Okay.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Land for turn.
Yep.
Play a pile driver?
Response.
Sure.
Play Accumulated Knowledge. Actually, wait a minute.
Okay.
I don't want to play this. Maybe I want to play it. No, that's fine. Yeah. Play Accumulated Knowledge.
Okay, so draw two.
Actually, no, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. Not Accumulated Knowledge. That's the wrong card. I want to play. Sorry. I want to play Arcane Denial.
And that does what?
Sorry. That just counters it.
So counter period, just straight up, nothing else?
Right. Sorry. I'm playing in dim light. I didn't read the cards.
No. You're good.
Okay.
All right, that's countered.
I have one mana floating.
Pile driver.
Ooh. All right, with my one colorless floating, I will sack for 2 blue and cast Accumulated Knowledge with a blue floating.
Okay, so draw two.
Draw 2. Okay. That resolved.
Okay. Mog Fanatic, swing for 25.
I'm dead. Well done.
Good night.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have mulliganed that hand. It's like, it really didn't have like good stuff in it, but like.
What'd you start with?
Well, so I had 4 lands, 3 of which were wastelandable. So it's like I'm kind of happy to have the redundancy in that, from that perspective.
Sure.
Rush of Knowledge and Brain Freeze, which are like, not
So
helping
Brain
me.
Freeze, can you target? Wait, Brain Freeze isn't damage. That's the draw card spell, right?
Yeah. So
Mail spell.
Brain Freeze is Brain Freeze is like a dead card in my hand. Like it's doing nothing. Rush of Knowledge is at least guaranteeing that if I draw Dream Halls, that I will have a strong turn. But I have like no cantrips and no way to find it. No. I had Sleight of Hand. I had I had 4, 5, 6, 7. So I had 4 lands, Sleight of Hand, Brain Freeze, Rush of Knowledge. That was it. So the Sleight of Hand is like it's like seeing me some cards, and I'm like, well, I just don't know if I can afford to mulligan this, especially if you're going to end up wastelanding me. But like, I really want to have either an Intuition or a Dream Halls in my hand. Like that's or an Impulse, which I sideboard a couple out for blasts. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep the. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep the Arcane Annals in the deck or not, but like they can definitely like buy me time.
Well, yeah, 100%. If I didn't have the second one,
not sideboarding in your enchantment removal, but you should totally bring in your enchantment removal.
Really?
Yeah, because my Dream Halls needs to stay in play in order for me to win the game.
Well, no, I understand that, but if you play, I mean, 99% of the time you're going to play Dream Halls the same turn that you're going to win with.
Right.
Correct.
So I play Dream Halls. You let it resolve. I have priority. I play a draw spell. you disenchant it, you naturalize it in response. I've done this before. I can now, if I have a good hand, respond with another draw spell and either win the game from there or find myself a counter spell and then counter your spell and proceed. But if I'm going off thin, then that can just get me. So it forces me to have a really strong combo turn. Now, maybe it's not worth what you're taking out. I mean, I don't know for sure. Maybe your deck is so compromised by the cards being removed that you just literally rather kill me on turn 3 or turn 4 more consistently than attack me on that axis. That's possible.
I think that I think that's the route this goes, because I'm like, for me, for the removal, it's adding a forest and 4 naturalizes. Against you, I took out 2 Hearth Charms, which seemed to do nothing against you per se. I mean, I could pump my goblins +1 each, or make something unblockable, but you didn't have any creatures to block with. So these felt like dead cards in my hand. So it's
only 2 What'd you bring in?
So I guess I could put 2 naturalizes in instead of this.
I would at least do that.
I don't know. For me, I put a Goblin King in and a Pyromancer in.
I think no. I think that's wrong. I think you want the 2 naturalize, and because I thought that you had at least the 2 naturalize, if not like 3 or 4, depending on what else you might shave, I felt like I had to keep the Arcane Denials in because I needed to be able to find them on my strong combo turn to protect my Dream Halls and then go on to win. Otherwise, if I don't have access to Arcane Denial and I can't blast it, then it's not impossible to just win at instant speed, but that requires me to play 0 sorceries, no Lotus Petals. That's a little rough.
Okay.
So
I didn't think about that. I was just thinking everything you're playing from all your draw spells is all going to be at instant speed, but that's
not Rush of Knowledge.
That's not, yeah. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that at all, about the difference between sorcery and instant. I was thinking all your stuff is instant draw spells, and you're just going to
even if I play an opportunity, I play opportunity. You have priority. Fine.
Sure.
You bury that opportunity under your naturalize. So if I want that opportunity to resolve and have Dream Halls when it's done, I need to remove it. I need to counter it. Or I've had it play out where I go off my entire combo turn, I let your disenchant resolve, and then I play my petals and brain freeze out. I've done that. I can win.
Okay.
It's not as easy. It's harder.
Yeah. Well,
sure.
Even with instance though, if you I mean, you might be casting an instant, ditching a blue card to Dream Halls, have 2 dead lands in your hand, and you have to get those draws. And if he does his disenchant, then the Dream Hall's done, and you get your draw, and you don't have your Dream Hall.
Yeah, a lot of the time I don't have another draw spell. Yeah. I need that draw spell.
You have to have a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was afraid of the natural. I mean, not again, I have outs to it, but it's another line of and because you're not letting me go off, it's a lot easier for me to beat if I'm going off turn 6 because my opponent's on some dirtily white creature deck than having it being forced to go off turn 4 with a really good draw. But then again, it's hard for you to keep the mana up for naturalize if you're putting maximum pressure on me. So, your deck's hard to play, and I don't know. I don't. It might be that the way that it actually plays out, it's actually just really not a good card because you just don't want to sacrifice the pressure for it. I allow for that possibility.
I think after this month, putting Pyroblast in my sideboard, that I know my new build has 3 Hearth Charms just because it's been so amazing in the main. That I think if I play this matchup again, you take out 3 Hearth Charms for 3 Pyroblasts, and I think that is exactly I think those are better over Naturalize.
Oh, for sure. Pyroblast is definitely better than that. But Naturalize is a lot more flexible in terms of the field. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'm just talking about this is the only deck that when I saw your deck list, I'm like, I don't really have anything in my sideboard for that. When I took out the 2 charms, I put in a King and a Pyromancer, which honestly, I cut both of those from my sideboard because I already run 1 King main. So for next month, I don't have either one of those. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense. those got replaced with Pyroblasts.
I think Colorado did.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say, now that you can speak about the Game 3 Wasteland, which do you think would have been the right call? Taking the temple or taking out the scary? I agree with Dan's choice, personally.
It depends on what my draw is. Mm-hmm. If I have intuition in hand, I want him to take the Sluvenite Temple. Mm-hmm. As it stood, I didn't, and I wanted him to take the
scary.
I was hoping they would take the scary because I was like, I need to use this land multiple times to find what I need.
I felt like it was a coin flip.
I think that probably honestly, I think that the right play is to get the scary, and the reason is that if I have Dream Halls in hand, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
sure.
If I have intuition in hand, I need the scary is by far the best. And if I have neither in hand, it kind of doesn't matter because I'm up a creek. So taking me off intuition is so much more valuable in terms of how it's likely to swing the match one way or the other. Whereas the other two just matter. Like it's sort of like not so relevant, super relevant. It just so happened that the way the game was playing, I was sort of sad with what you did, but I think that the better play is the scary.
Okay.
I know it. Yeah, with the knowledge of what you had in your hand, I know from the position of the opponent, I was thinking the same as Dan is like, and it played out that way where you were forced to take out your scary by having to sack the last use the last counter and kill it, so you were down to 3 mana.
I think more of the time, more often, taking Sluvenite Temple is the better play, but it's the marginally better play.
Yeah.
When you take scary and I have the intuition, when you take me off scary, it is so harmful to me that it's like it's just like the total EV is higher because I really want to use that scary twice if I have intuition in hand.
Sure.
So anyway, it's subtle points.
Yeah, the deck can go off what turn?
Anyway, you played really well.
Yeah.
I think I had 1 or 2 turn 2 wins.
With enough petals and
No. I mean, you just put down like.
It's
2 blue, and then you go second turn petal, Ancient Tomb or
Solar.
City of Traders. Yeah, and that's your 5 right then. And you've only used.
It's also hard because I have so few cards at that point that like it's just hard to win without a critical mass of. I need to have Dream Halls.
Yeah.
But I also need to draw well off the top of my deck and honestly, if I have meditate and I'm not under like severe pressure, I won't go for it. I'll just draw more cards because I'd rather have more resources, more mana to actually cast spells as opposed to pitching.
Yeah.
But I have 1 turn 2. It's just a little rough. Yeah. Turn 3 is surprisingly common, and turn 4 is pretty easy as long as I have a good draw. But there's a certain percentage of just like I don't find what I need, like game 3. That's in the deck. And mulliganing is really painful. Like because I need all the cards in my hand to like work. So I really, unless my hand is atrocious, I hate mulliganing.
Sure. No,
anyway,
so I took a picture before I started with my hand because I wasn't sure. Right, literally, this deciding factor was I did have a wasteland, and like that could make or break. But it was Lackey, Goblin King, Pile Driver, 2 fetches, a mountain, and wasteland. And it's like I've got enough mana to cast whatever I need. And if I drop Goblin King in there, I mean, okay, it's gonna do 6 damage by turn 3.
Then what happens is I have access to. Do I have access to 8 mana?
Yeah.
If I have access to 8 mana by turn 4, then I will probably win the game. Then I can cast meditate, and hope that I find Dream Halls. And I think actually it might have been at the top of my deck when I picked up my cards. So in that case, I might actually beat you if you don't. You might have made the correct decision mulliganing to Wasteland.
Yeah. Right. eight mana. And if you can do that, you're probably 75% or higher to hit your dream halls and
5 minutes.
combo off.
I don't know about 75%, but I mean, yeah, being able to see those additional cards puts it that puts me pretty likely to find dream halls overall. At the point that I cast the meditate, I don't already have a better answer. At that point, I'm sort of like, it's a long shot, or it's like, not by no means a sure thing. But
right,
that I have to get to a game state where I'm like, haven't found it already. So
sure.
Anyway, really interesting. Thanks for staying up late, guys. Thanks for recording, Andrew. Good luck in the top 4.
Thank you very much, man. Great games.
Thanks for playing, and congrats on slaying the dragon.
Thanks much. Have a great night.
Night, guys.
All right, cheers.
Bye.